Hello students, this is Sahil. In front of you, I did my bachelor's in electronics and then I completed my master's in mathematics from Indian Institute of Technology, Mandi. Today here I am in front of you to discuss a topic on the behalf of Orchids International School as a senior maths faculty. Now let's move into this. Today I took a topic named trigonometry. In this, we are going to discuss about the previous year questions, board related. Now we can see I have segregated this trigonometric topic into three categories. One is MCQ, one is trigonometrical identity and the applications of trigonometry. So we are going to start the pattern wise with a gap of 30 seconds or something. Let's see the first question on the MCQ part. So before starting our first questions, can we see we should know about the trigonometrical ratio, trigonometrical identities and some standard angles value. So students, please focus into this. Trigonometrical ratios. They have given there are total 6 trigonometrical ratios in nature. Sine, cosine, cotangent, tangent, secant and cosecant. So related to this, we have a relationship between a right angle triangle side and the ratio. We can see the sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse, cosine is base by hypotenuse, tan theta is perpendicular by base and remaining 3 is just the reciprocal of the first 3. Now let's go to the next page. In the next page, you can see the relation between the trigonometrical ratio. Sine and cosine, they are related, sine and cosec they are related in a reciprocal nature. We can see sine equals to 1 by cosec, cosec equals to 1 by sine and the product of sine and cosec result in 1. This why I am showing you, because in the coming questions this is very important part. We are going to utilize these properties to solve our question. And one of the most important thing is trigonometrical standard angles. There are 6 trigonometrical standard angles: sine, cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant on 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So we have to remember this. You can pause the video for a minute. You can just remember all the trigonometrical angles value and keep it in your mind to solve further. Let's go into the question part, MCQ. The first MCQ, we are moving towards the first MCQ. This part is also a relationship between the trigonometrical identity 1 plus tan square is equals to secant square theta, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1 and cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is also equals to 1. So just brush up this knowledge, then go to the question part. Okay, so guys, can you read the question first? The R end of a clock is 6 centimeter long and the angle swept by it between 7:20 am to 7:55 am. So the first thing should come in our mind that how to proceed, what to think regarding to this question. Let's see. They have given a R end. Okay. So suppose this is a clock. R and they are telling this is the center, this is R6, this is 12 and this is 3, this is 9. So there will be a 7 and somewhere 4, somewhere 5, this way 10 and here 11. We can see they are telling that R end of a clock is 6 centimeter long. R end of a clock is 6 centimeter long. The angle swept between 7:20 and this. So first of all, if I am talking about the R end, so the length of R end is equals to 6 centimeter. Let's see that this is important for us or not. What is the important part? How much angle we are sweepting between 7:20 to 7:55, it depends on the R end. So it means in a 12 hour, how much angle I will cover? So this, suppose this is the R end. So in a 12 hour, it will cover a 360 degree overall angle. So 12 hour I am covering a 360 degree. So 1 hour I will cover 360 degree divided by 12. If you can see, 1 hour is equals to 360 by 12 is 30 degree. Now the problem is in this question they have given 7:20 am to 7:55 am. Now what is the time gap between 7:50 am to 7:55 am? So the time gap is time gap is 35 minutes. And what we have got on the left hand side, 1 hour is equals to 30 degree, it means 60 minutes is equals to 30 degree. So what is the value for 1 minute? This is just a unitary method which we have learned in our lower grade, 30 by 60. So 30 by 60 is nothing but 1 by 2 degree. Now, since for 35 minutes, what we are going to get, for 35 minutes you can see, it is 1 minute charge is 1 by 2 degree. So 35 minutes, it will be 35 cross 1 by 2 degree, which is 35 by 2 degree. So which option is correct? You can see option B. Option B part is correct. Now, so in this we got option B as correct option. You can write this, and let's go to the second part. Since the first part is totally related with the angle swept, look at the second part, how it is related. Now, second part. Guys, since the trigonometry, if you will check, their total 12 marks question will come from the trigonometry and application of trigonometry. So overall question depends on the angle values, proving question and the application part. So here the second question deals with, let's see, they have written cot theta. Okay, so we can see they have written cot theta equals to 1 by root 3. Now, first we have to think from the standard angle values, what is the value of 1 by root 3? Which angle of cot will result in 1 by root 3? So, if we remember the value, we know that cot theta is equals to 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is nothing but a, in a tan, 1 by root 3 is 30 degree. So, in a cot, it will be what? Cot 60 degree. Okay. Is it that cot 60 is equals to 1 by 3? Yes, because tan 60 is root 3, so reciprocal of tan is cot. So cot 60 is this. So the theta value we got as 60 degree. Hence, what we have to solve? We have to find the value of secant square theta plus cosecant square theta. How can we solve? So secant square theta, since we know the theta value, I can write secant square 60 degree plus cosecant square 60 degree. Now, here the problem is some students are not very fluent with the degree angles. So they can go with the standard angle. Secant I can write as 1 by cos square 60 degree and cosecant I can write as 1 by sin square 60 degree. Now, what is cos square 60 degree? Cos square 60 degree is nothing but, it is 1 by 2 whole square. And what is sin square 60 degree? Sin square 60 degree is root 3 by 2 whole square. Now, so first simplify this part. If we are going to simplify, it will come 1 by 1 divided by 1 by 4 plus 1 divided by 3 by 4. Now, if we will take the LCM, the reciprocal, this denominator 4 will go to the numerator part. So 4 plus 4 by 3. Now, if you will simplify, it will come 3, 4, 12 plus 4 by 3. So 12 plus 4 by 3 is nothing but 16 by 3. Now, can we see any option 16 by 3? No. So it means first we have to mix this fraction as 3, 5, 15, 1 by 3. So it is 5, 1 by 3. So 5, 1 by 3 means which option is correct? Option D is correct. Is it clear to you? You can pause the video and you can just go through the steps one by one, how we have proceeded with the questions. Now, let's see the next question. In this same scenario, the next question will be, again the angle question they have given, secant theta. So again we will go with the same pattern. What is the pattern? The pattern is, since we started with the angle value, so it is secant theta equals to root 2. Now, if you are very good with the reciprocal part of the standard value of sine, cosine and tan, then we can directly tell, otherwise I can write this as 1 by cos theta is equals to root 2. 1 by cos theta is equals to root 2, it means 1 by root 2 is equals to cos theta. And which angle of cos will result in 1 by root 2? Guess. It is just a 45 degree of cos, because cos theta is equals to cos 45, and cos 45 will result in root 2. It means we got a theta value as 45 degree. Now, if theta already we got, since we have to find the value of 1 plus tan theta upon sin theta. 1 plus tan theta upon sin theta, if you can see, let's see. Therefore, put the value 1 plus tan. Instead of theta, I should put 45 degree, and instead of sin theta, I should put sin 45 degree. Now, if you remember the value, 1 will remain 1. What is the value of tan 45, guys? The value of tan 45 is 1. And what is the value of sin 45? It is 1 by root 2. Now, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 divided by 1 by root 2. So, root 2 will go up, it is 2 root 2. Can we find 2 root 2? Any option is there? Yes, we can see the option A. Option A is correct. You can also see this is CBSE 2021 term examination paper. It means each and every year they are asking a particular kind of question where the theta value first we have to find. After finding that theta value, we have to substitute in the given finding part. Now, similar type of question I am going to give. So, I will keep 2-3 questions together. What I will do, I will solve one question and remaining you have to think. How to proceed? The pattern will be same. What we have to observe, that in which year CBSE have asked that question. So, is it clear, guys? Let's move forward to the next question. Now, question number 4. So, question number 4, you can see, first read the question. It is written, if theta is an acute angle of a right angle triangle, then which of the following equation is not true? What is the first thing we are going to observe here? The important part is the keyword. Which keyword we have to observe? Equation which is not true. Basically what a student used to do in the examination, since they are in that pressure, they are not reading that part. What is the following, which is not true, which is true, false. So first we have to find the keyword in a question, and this is from CBSE 2023. CBSE 2023 questions, and which of the following is not true. So out of 4 options, first we have to find. Let's start with the first question. Suppose the first question I am taking it as sin theta plus cot theta is equals to cos theta. So sin theta into cot theta. I started with just the LHS part of the first, and sin theta will remain sin theta. I can write cot theta in terms of sin and cos, that is cos theta by sin theta. Can I cancel sin and sin? Remaining is cos theta, which is equals to your RHS value. It means this is perfectly correct. And what a student will do, the mistake part, they will directly take this. And this will be the wrong answer according to the given question, because they want not true, not the true part. So what we have to do? So first, whichever part is true, that we should not consider. Same way, if you will go for the B, they have written cos theta into tan theta. Now, cos theta into tan theta, I can replace tan theta as sin theta by cos theta. And if you will cancel, remaining is sin theta, which is also equals to the B part. It means B is also the true statement. So directly jumping to the third and fourth, let's see if you remember the identity. How many of you are remembering the identities, guys? Yeah, correct. There are 3 identities we know. The first identity we know, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Second identity we know, secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. And the third and the last identity is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. Now out of all 3 identity, we can see this option. Option C is this one, cosecant square theta minus, this is also a true. So this is also a true part, this is also a true part, this is also true. So which one is remaining? This is one way. So this is known as method of contradiction. When I am contradicting everything, I am cutting each and every equation by my thinking, what I know about the identity. And you can see The second identity is secant square theta minus tan square equals to 1, but they have given tan square theta minus secant. So this is your answer, which is not true according to the given question. Because if I am writing tan square theta minus secant square theta, what answer I should get? I should get minus 1, not plus 1. Because this is just the minus. If you will take common from the main identity, you will get negative 1. So this question, very good question they have asked from the CBSE part, in which little bit thinking regarding to the sign. So sign convention is also very important. Please be focused on that part. Is it clear? Shall we move to the next one? Okay. Let's go to the next question. Next question is question 5th. Now, first I have kept two questions in this. Cos square theta upon sin square theta minus 1 upon sin square theta and secant square theta minus 1 into cosecant square theta minus 1 is what? 4 option is given to you. Out of 4 options, you have to pick one option. So instead of guessing the option, first try to think that what you can do. First write your question. Let's see. First, suppose the first part is A part. The first part is A part. So in an A part, now just a minute. So A part I have written cos square theta upon sin square theta minus 1 upon sin square theta. Whenever something is given in terms of a numerator by denominator, the first thing should come in our mind is LCM. How to take the LCM? So either you can take LCM, or what you can do, cos by sin we know is 10. It is 10 reciprocal of 10. If I want this, just a minute. A better part is cos by sin, I can write cot square theta. And 1 by sin square theta is nothing but a cosecant square theta. Just before this question, something we did. We have written the trigonometrical identities. Out of all 3 identities, this identity looks similar to the third identity. What was the third identity, guys? Anybody remember? Third identity was cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. I can see cosecant and cot is present in this question also. But the problem is, instead of cosecant first and negative cot, they have given cot positive and cosecant negative. So what I have to do? I have to switch the terms. If I am switching this side, if I am writing cot square theta minus cosecant square theta, instead of 1, what I will get? Minus 1. So can I replace this overall value with a minus 1? So minus 1 is my answer, and you can see within a minute you can get the answer as minus 1, option D. Now quickly solve this question. I am waiting for you. Then I will tell you how to solve this one. Is it any identity applicable for the second question, or directly we can solve just by the simplification part? Quick guys, do it. Okay, let's see you got the answer or not. We got secant square theta minus 1 and cosecant square theta minus 1. So two brackets, both brackets are in multiplication to each other. You can see there is a multiplication symbol. Now from the second identity we remember secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. So if I will bring 1 to the left hand side and I will switch the 10 to the right hand side, what I will get? Secant square theta minus 1 is nothing but a tan square theta. And cosecant square theta minus 1 we can take from here. It will become cot square theta. Guys, if you remember at the starting of this series only, I said something that look at that page where I have written the reciprocal multiplication, secant into cosecant, secant into cos, tan into cot. So tan into cot result in 1. So tan square theta into cot square theta is nothing but 1. Out of 4 option, option B. So within a 30 second of time you can solve a board question if your conceptual things are very good. You know the trigonometrical angles, you know the trigonometrical identities and how they are related. What is their maximum value, what is their minimum value. So be thorough with the things so that you can attempt these questions very nicely within a short span of time. Okay, let's move to the question number 6. What they have asked, let's see. Now, just focus. Instead of writing, think in your brain. Let's see, without writing, can we solve or not? Which of the following is true for all values of theta? Where theta lies between 0 to 90, including 0 and 90 also. Can we see they are telling including 0 and 90 also? How can we include 0 and 90? You can see this symbol. It is here equals to is also there. This is a different kind of inequalities where theta belong between 0 to 90, including 0 and 90 also. So out of 4 options, without taking your pen, can you do it? Suppose cos square theta minus sin square theta, what is coming in your brain? We have learned one identity where it was written that cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. But they have given cos square theta minus sin square theta. Second, they have given cosecant square theta minus secant square theta equals to 1. Third, they have given secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Fourth, they have written cot square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Out of 4, is there any option which is relatable? Guys, yes, the option C. You can see secant square theta minus tan square theta is equals to 1, which is nothing but our second identity. So without solving also, if you remember the identity, you can directly write secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. Done. So within 10 seconds we have solved this question. This was also from CBSE 2023 1 marker questions. Now let's see the next question, guys. Question number 7. So if you know the CBSE pattern, there are 20 MCQ they used to ask. Out of 20 MCQ, 18 will be a directly asked questions, remembering based little bit. But the last 2 question is on assertion and reasoning. This is the new concept of CBSE where they used to ask 2 questions. First, you have to read the assertion on the basis of whatever they have given. First, check that the assertion is correct or not. If the assertion is correct, then go for the reason and check the reason is correct or not. If the reason is also correct, then try to relate the relationship between your assertion and reason, that reason is a correct explanation for your assertion or not. Now, we can see what the assertion they have given. Guys, assertion they have given A as, read this, for 0 degree, theta less than 0, theta is less than 90 degree and theta is greater than 0 degree. And cosec theta minus cot theta. The first thing they have written, cosec theta minus cot theta. This is the first. Second they have given, and cosecant theta plus cot theta. They are asking this as an assertion that cosecant theta plus cot theta and cosecant theta minus cot theta are reciprocal of each other or not. What we know about the reciprocal? First of all, suppose A and B, 2 terms are there, and I am telling that B is reciprocal of A. Reciprocal of A. It means I can write B equals to 1 by A or A equals to 1 by B. Reciprocal means if I am doing the product of that 2 term, what answer I am going to get? My answer should be 1. Correct? Now if my answer should be 1, guys, so it means 2 things is given in our assertion, 2 bracket. If I am going to multiply these 2 bracket, instead of writing this and sign, if I am removing this and sign and I am putting this multiplication symbol, because the product of reciprocal is also equals to 1. Cosecant minus cot, cosecant plus cot, it looks like A minus B and A plus B. Common logic. And this algebraic identity A minus B, A plus B result in A square minus B square, which is here the A value we have cosec theta. So cosec square theta minus cot square theta. Again, this is the third identity. Similar type of question they are asking again and again. A cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is nothing but 1. Done. You can see reason. Reason is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equals to 1. Since we can check from this also that the reciprocal should result in 1, we got 1. So assertion is perfectly correct and assertion is perfectly correct. Reason, cosecant minus cot is equals to 1. Yes, reason also, and the assertion depends on the reason. So which option is correct? So assertion is perfectly correct, reason is also perfectly correct, and reason is correct explanation for assertion. Correct, guys? Now, if you know if you have the knowledge of this trigonometrical identity, you can solve within a second these things. Okay, guys, let's move to the next part. After question number 7, we have question number 8. This was asked in CBSE 2016. And this was not 1 marker, this they have given in a very short question. Very short question means 2 marker. But by looking into the figure, it looks like it's too heavy, it's difficult to solve. But let's read this first. In a given figure, they have given if AD equals to 4 centimeter and BD equals to 3 centimeter. Where is AD and BD? This is your AD and that part is your BD. Okay. Now, let's see how we are going to solve. Okay. So, we can see AD is 4, BD is equals to 3. What kind of triangle is ABD? So, if I am focused on the triangle part first, I am focusing in a triangle ABD. Since D is at 90 degrees, so can I draw a triangle like this? This is a triangle. Which triangle I am talking about? A, D and B. So D is at 90, so I am keeping here D, A here and B here. A to D length they have given as a 4 centimeter and B to D length they have given as a 3 centimeter. What can be the value of AB? Think what we should apply. Should we apply any trigonometrical identities? Relate a concept from grade 6. What we have learned? Pythagorean triplet. 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplet. Opposite of 90 is nothing but your hypotenuse. Okay, and the side containing 90 and this is perpendicular or base or adjacent or opposite. Let's see. Hypotenuse we have learned is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Since the hypotenuse value I want, so I will put this inside p square plus b square. Now, what value I am getting? So, h value we got as h is equals to p square plus b square. Now, what is the p value? P is 4 and b value is 3. So, I can write 4 square. Just write guys 4 square plus 3 square. What is 4 square plus 3 square? It is nothing but 16 plus 9. And 16 plus 9 we all know it is square root of 25. And what is the square root of 25? Square root of 25 is nothing but a 5. So, let's see. It is 25. So, the h value you got as 20. H value you got as 5 centimeter. Now, so if h is equals to 5 centimeter, what is the next part of the question? Find the value of cot theta. Where is this theta angle? Can you see? The theta angle is situated here and this is nothing but an elevated angle. We want to find cot theta. If you can remember, cot is related with which trigonometrical ratio of a sides? Cot. In a right angle triangle, we know the formula you can remember with a logic or a trick. One is so, ka and toa. It means sine is equals to opposite by hypotenuse, cos is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse and tan is equals to opposite by adjacent. And we know cot is the reciprocal of tan. It means it is nothing but adjacent by opposite. Correct? In other language also, like we used to learn, instead of opposite and hypotenuse and adjacent, we know perpendicular, base and this. So, cot theta if you will see, this is perpendicular, this is base. So, adjacent means 12 centimeter. And what is the value of AB we got? The value of AB we got as 5. So, I can put opposite is at 5 centimeter. So, centimeter and centimeter gone and cot theta will result in 12 by 5. So, this is the value of cot theta we got. When we relate this, you can see this is only 2 marker question, but we have to work. First we have to find the value of AB with the Pythagoras theorem, then we have to apply here the trigonometrical angles along with the sides ratio. Side is cot theta, it's adjacent by opposite. We got the value as 5/12. Okay guys, now let's see the next question. Okay, so we move to the next question. What they have written, first read the question. If root 3 sin theta is equals to cos theta. So let's write first if. So they have written given part in this question is what? Root 3 sin theta is equals to cos theta. And what we have to prove in this question? Nothing to prove, just to find the value. To find is 3 cos square theta plus 2 cos theta upon 3 cos theta plus 2. Now again something is given in terms of numerator by denominator. The first thing should come in our mind, is there anything common between numerator and denominator? Let's see. I can see cos square and cos, there is a cos term which is common in the numerator part. So remaining is 3 cos theta plus 2 divided by 3 cos theta plus 2 again. Correct? Now, is it possible that something I can cancel here? Yeah, I can cancel overall term 3 cos theta plus 2 from the numerator and denominator, and remaining is cos theta. So is the cos theta my answer? Check the given part guys. Given part they have given cos theta is equals to 3 sin theta. So our answer should be what? From the given part, relate it. Instead of cos theta, I can write root 3 sin theta. And this should be my resultant answer. Is it fine? Now in the same, I have given you the second question also. And second question, first you try. Take a pause, solve for 30 seconds. Are you able to solve? Just you have to substitute the value of cos 30, sin 30, cot 45 and 2 sin 30. So this question I am leaving up to you. Let's you solve and put the answer in the comment box. We are moving towards the next question guys. Now question number 10. If you can see in a question number 10 also, I have kept 3 questions. So 3 questions. What is the meaning of keeping 3 questions? They are of same pattern. You first observe this part, very important. CBSE 2023, 17, CBSE 23 and 2016. Similar kind of question they are asking. The value, every time they are asking about the value, some given part is given in the question. What they have given? First one, this is 1. So first one I am solving here first. They have given sin theta minus cos theta equals to 0. So there are so many approaches in trigonometry how to solve the question. This question, the first approach can come to your mind, that what value of theta if I will put here in sin and cos, so while subtracting it will result in 0. So think about the trigonometrical table. Sin 45 minus cos 45 can be 0. Some people can write that, sir, okay, I am taking sin 90 as 1 and cos 0 as 1 and 1 minus 1 is 0. But remember guys, theta should be same at both the places. If the theta is not same, then you are going to get a wrong answer. Now, so or another way, what you can do, switch this cos theta term on the right hand side and then divide by cos theta. So it will become sin theta by cos theta equals to 1, which is tan theta equals to 1. So theta is equals to 45 degree. Now if your theta is equals to 45 degree, now you can put and solve this question easily. What value we are going to get? Let's see. It is sin power 4 theta plus cos power 4 theta. Sin power 4 theta and cos power 4 theta, and we know the theta value as 45. So can I write that sin 45 degree plus cos 45 degree with a power 4? And what is sin 45 and cos 45? They are just 1 by root 2. So I can write this as 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 to the whole power 4 to the whole power 4, both the places. Now root 2 into root 2, What is root 2 into root 2, guys? Root 2 into root 2 is 2, and so root 2 is multiplying itself 4 times. It will become 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. If you add, it will become 2 by 4, and the answer should be 1 by 2. Your irrational multiplication calculation should be correct in the examination. Don't be in too hurry that I know the answer, so I am solving like this. So don't be casual during the examination. Okay, remember the things, follow the methods, follow the steps perfectly. Now go for the second question. Second, again they have written, if theta is an acute angle and sine theta is equals to cos theta, same condition is coming, sine theta is equals to cos theta in this second part also, in the first part also. Now sine theta is equals to cos theta, it means what? Theta is equals to again 45. So for the second part, again we got sine theta is equals to cos theta. It means theta is equals to 45 degree, guys. If theta is 45, let's substitute and get the answer. So tan square 45 plus cot square 45 minus 2. What is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1 and 1 is square is 1 only. Cot again 1, 1 is square is 1 minus 2. 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2. It will result in a 0. So this is also done. What about the last one? If you can relate the last one with any of the identity, guys. Can you relate with any identity? What is cosecant square theta minus 1? It is nothing but a cot square theta. So the third part of this is, cosecant square theta minus 1 into tan square theta. Now, what is cosecant minus 1? If you know the identity, it is cot square theta. And again, it is a very simple question, cot square into tan square. Multiplication of reciprocal will always result in 1. So this is also done. Just go through once all three set of question what we have done, sin theta, cos theta. Finding the value of theta, substituting in the next part will result in the solution. The same we did for the second question where theta is an acute and sin theta is equals to cos theta. What is the meaning of acute? It means whatever value of theta you are going to get, that is always less than 90 degree and between 0 degree. So let's go to the next question. Till 10th we did. Now let's see the next part. Now before jumping to that next part, we can see the word prove. So by seeing the prove word only, student used to they are in fear that how to prove, sir, and trigonometrical proving is little bit difficult also according to them. But I can assure you that trigonometrical proof is the easiest part in mathematics. If you are very good with the conceptual understanding of trigonometry, you can easily solve the proof part. Let's see the proof. But the very important part is, before starting the proof, you should write your LHS part or RHS part of the proof to begin it. Since we can see the RHS is 1, so we will start with the LHS, because RHS we can't further break it. It is already 1, so what to break? So let's see the first part of the question, this one. So first part I am writing A part, where the LHS I am choosing it as secant A. Secant A, and in a bracket they have given 1 minus sin A, and second bracket they have given secant A plus tan A. Now what should be the second line? This is the thinking. First try to think that what you can do. Either I can multiply secant with the bracket, or I can write tan as sin by cos, and 1 by cos is again a secant, so it will become a secant into sin. So there are two techniques to solve this question. Which one we are going to use? I can show you both. Let's see the first one. So first what I am doing, secant I am multiplying inside. So secant into 1 will become secant A, minus secant into sin will become sin A into secant A. And the second bracket will remain same. Second bracket is secant A plus, instead of writing tan A, I am writing tan as sin A by cos A. Now what can I do in the next step? Can you see something? Secant A minus sin A, and this secant A I can write as 1 by cos A. Now I can see my both the brackets on the left, on the right, they look same. What is sin A by cos A, guys? Sin A by cos A is nothing but a tan A. So what I got? Secant A minus tan A in the first bracket and secant A plus tan A in the second bracket. And what is this? This is A minus B and A plus B. So your answer should be A square minus B square. So let's see, instead of A I have secant. So what I am going to write? Secant square A minus tan square A. And this is the second identity which will always result in 1. Done with the first part. We got our RHS. We started with the LHS, we resulted into the RHS. So done, it's easy. Now think the second one. Second one first you will try, then I will help. Let's see the second part. Second part, first read the question properly. Sin A minus 2 sin cube A upon 2 cos cube A minus cos A should result in tan A. This looks very tricky. What is the question? Let's see. So first write the LHS part. Can we see the LHS? They have given sin A minus 2 sin cube A upon 2 cos cube A minus cos A. Whenever anything is given in terms of numerator by denominator, the first thing is to find something common between numerator and denominator. In numerator we can see sin is present at both the places. So if I am taking sin A outside, so what it is remaining? 1 minus 2 sin square A. And if denominator I will take cos A outside, the remaining is 2 cos square A minus 1. Now we need an answer as a tan A. We already got sin by cos, it means this will result in tan A. So what will happen to the next two part of the bracket? It means they should get cancelled, and they can only get cancelled if they are equal. So do they are equal? Is that a question mark for you? Do they are equal? This part? Think for a second. Let's see how they are equal. We know that sin by cos is nothing but a tan A. Okay, into. So two part I have to make it equal. How to make this two part equal? If we know the identity, sin square theta plus cos square theta was equals to 1. We know that identity. But with that identity directly we can't solve this. Either you can replace 1 with sin square theta plus cos square theta, or 1 minus sin square theta. How you are going to replace? Sin square theta plus cos square theta instead of 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Now what we can do? What is sin minus 2 sin square? So from here what we are going to get? We are going to get cos square theta minus sin square theta. So the first part I got cos square theta minus sin square theta. Go for the next part. In the next part it is written that 2 cos square to 2 cos square theta minus 1. In place of 1 again I can write the first identity, sin square theta plus cos. Since it is negative, so minus cos square theta will come, and 2 cos minus cos will result in cos square theta minus sin square theta. So in the denominator part also I got the same. Now easily I can cancel this, remaining is tan A, which is nothing but your RHS. So you started with the LHS, we got the RHS, and done. Now guys, proving needs little bit thinking that what trigonometrical ratio you should check. Like here we first took the sin outside, from the down we took the cos outside. Sin by cos we already got as a 10, so remaining part we have to cancel anyhow. To cancel that I have used the trigonometrical identities. The first identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. So instead of 1 I have replaced that sin square plus cos square. Please focus on this part since this is minus. So minus and minus, that plus will become minus. So cos square theta minus cos square theta you will get 1. Now let's go to the next question. So if you can see, There is no question only on this board. Why? Because till question number 11 we have solved all MCQ, very short answer question and the short answer question. So now we are going towards the application of trigonometry part, and this is the one of the most important topic in your mathematics, because always CBSE used to ask 5 marker question from this, either 5 marker or in a 3 marker they used to give in a short answer question. What kind of question? So before jumping to the question, first look into this slide. What I have written, something known as line of sight, angle of elevations, angle of depression, and some knowledge booster I have kept. What is the meaning of line of sight, angle of elevation and angle of depression? So if you can see, angle of elevation, by the name itself, elevation means from here I am looking at upside, and depression means from the up I am looking downside. So this angle they have written as angle of elevation. Now we can see this part, this theta. This theta is defined as an angle of elevation, and from the up, if you are observing down, this is known as angle of depression. So angle of elevation and angle of depression, from where observer to object, if you are looking, that sight is known as line of sight. Can you all see this line of sight? What is the knowledge booster they have given? The angle of elevation and depressions are always an acute angle, because trigonometry is dealing with a right angle triangle, and in a triangle if one of the angle is 90 degree, remaining 2 angle has to become acute. It is not possible to have 2 right angle triangle inside one triangle. Now what else they have given? If the angle of elevation of tower or sun decreases, the shadow of the tower or sun increases. This is also a keyword, because most of the question PYQ, if you will check, CBSE used to ask sun's elevation, tower elevation. If the observer moves towards or moves away perpendicular line, the angle of elevation increases or decreases. So how to know this? If something is fixed and I am standing here, if I am looking at something, my angle of elevation, what from my eye to the object I am making. But at the same time, if I am moving, that object is fixed, and if I am moving towards the object, so I have to increase the elevation of my neck to look at that object. So it means at that time angle of elevation is going to be increase, not decrease. It is increase. When the object is fixed and observer is moving, angle of elevation will increase, guys. Now with the theory part, you can pause, you can take a screenshot of this, make a note of this knowledge booster. That is very important in the upcoming examinations, which is going to held in February 2nd week, your board examination. Now let's see the second slide of this, what they have given in the second slide. Directly we have jumped to the question number 12 in the second slide. First we know the angle of elevation, angle of depression, and sun's elevations, increment, decrement of elevated angle and depressed angle. Let's read this question. What they have written, CBSE 2023, CBSE 2023, CBSE 2017 and CBSE 2017 again. So it means 2 times they have asked the same question. Look at this, CBSE 23, 2017, 2017. But what is common in all 3? Can you observe the pattern? Length of shadow of a tower on a plane, ground is √3 times the height. Find the angle of elevation. The ratio of height of a tower and the length of its shadow on the ground. What is the angle of elevation? What is the angle of depression? So similar type of question continuously they are asking. In the same year they have asked the elevated also, depressed also. It means this part is very important for you to understand that what is the angle of elevation and what is the angle of depression. Now if we will start with the first question, question number 1. You can see the length of shadow of a tower. So in any trigonometrical question, and if it is MCQ, it is very easy to solve. But since this is not an MCQ, it is a very short question, means 2 marker. So in 2 marker, just keep a rough diagram in your brain. The length of shadow of a tower. So suppose this is a tower, and its shadow should be on the ground. So this should be a ground. On the ground, you are going to get a shadow of a tower. Correct? What is the angle between tower and its shadow is always 90 degree. I have to make a right angle triangle. Now, so if this is 90 degree, they have given and this will be the elevated part. The length of its shadow of a tower on the plane ground is root 3 times the height of a tower. It means suppose I took the height A, B and C. So let AB is equals to H. AB was the height. Length of its shadow, then what will be the BC? BC, read the question again. The length of a shadow of a tower on the plane ground is root 3 times the height of a tower. It means root 3 times means multiplication, height of the tower means AB. So what I got? BC is equals to root 3H. Now I know BC value, I know AB value, and I have to find the missing angle. So the first concept in our mind, if angle is missing, which two side is known to us? So we will go known to unknown. This is the very important part of this, known to unknown. Remember this word, known to unknown, or vice versa, unknown to known also we can go. So theta is missing, perpendicular we know now, and the base part also we know now. So which trigonometrical ratio relate with the perpendicular and base? We know tan theta is equals to P by B. So tan theta, perpendicular value is this and base value is this, H upon root 3H. You can cancel H and H. It will result in 1 by root 3. And which angle of tan will result in 1 by root 3? That is nothing but tan 30 degree. So what is the value of theta we got, guys? We got theta as 30 degree. See. Now the same knowledge, use it for the next two question. Similar type of question is given, only the wording is different. In the first question they have given in a statement, word statement, that the length of the shadow is root 3 times the height. In the second they have given in terms of a proportion or in terms of a ratio. What they have written, can you read it? Ratio of height. So second question is telling that the ratio of height of a tower to its shadow is nothing but root 3 by 1. So something is given in terms of ratio, we can't directly say height is equals to root 3. There should be some variable by which it is varying. So I can say height is equals to root 3 k, and at the same time I can say the length of shadow is equals to 1 k. So what kind of diagram I am going to get? So this is root 3 k and this is 1 k. This is 90 degree and this is the elevated angle. Again the same thing. So what should be the answer? Quick answer? Yes, correct. So again tan theta is equals to root 3 k by 1 k. This k and k got cancelled. If k and k got cancelled, we are resulting with tan theta is equals to root 3, and root 3 is nothing but tan 60 degree. So the value of elevated angle theta is in this case is 60 degree, and in the previous case it was 30 degree. Now the last one, third part. How to go with the third part? Have a look at this. Third part, they said, what is the angle of depression of the object? Angle of depression. So the first thing is to draw the figure correctly. What is the angle of depression of the object at E from the observation point at A? From the observation point at A, it means there is a tower and this is your observation point A. This is the object point E. Now this is forming a right angle triangle. If you can see what is the angle of depression of object E from observation point A, it means there should be a line of sight between them. So if angle of depression is there, so I need a reference line. I need a reference line. So the angle between the reference line and the line of sight is known as your theta. This is your depression angle. This is your depression angle. Now these two lines are parallel to each other, means this up line and the down lines are parallel to each other, and this line of sight will behave as a transversal line. And we know from the line and angle chapter of grade 9, if two lines are parallel to each other and one transversal line is in between them, so this angle and this pair of angles are equal by alternate interior angle. This is your theta. Now what they are telling? This is your D, this is your A, this is your E. They are telling if AD equals to ED, it means A to D length equals to E to D length. This is an isosceles right angle triangle. AD equals to ED, it means this is your perpendicular, this is your base part. Now when it is possible that perpendicular and base is equal, without writing you can answer, guys. Which angle of trigonometry? Perpendicular and base related with 10, and in a 10 where both are equal, that is nothing but a 45-degree angle. So what I can write? Tan theta is equals to, suppose this is K, so this should also be K because both are equal. So AD by ED, which is K by K, and K cancel, so they got tan theta equals to 1, which is nothing but theta equals to 45 degree. You can see the same set of question, theta, 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 here elevated, and the depression angle of the theta. Similar question they are asking continuously each year, every year they are asking. So just brush up this concept of finding the elevated angle, and we will move to the next part. Okay. Now look at the next part. This they have asked in CBSE 2016. CBSE, you can see the year, it was 2016 question. A question looks very fascinating, the way they have drawn the diagram. Can you see read it. AB is 6 meter high pole. Where is AB? This overall length is they have given as 6 meter, fine. And CD is a ladder, so this is your ladder. This is your ladder which is inclined on the wall with an angle of elevation of 60 degree. So inclination is 60 degree to the horizontal part, that is BC, and reaches up to a point D of the pole. This is the point D where the end point of the ladder, means the top point of the ladder is there. It is reaching there. Now find the length of the ladder. We have to find the length of DC. Finding the length of DC, it means we have to focus on a triangle where this is D, this is B, this is C, angle is 60 degree, and this. We have to find this length of DC. But just before this question, we did some elevated angle question. Before that, we did some known to unknown concept. Here, this is known, this is unknown, but only with one side we can't find it. So it means we need the length of DB. Can you observe something here? They have given you AB equals to 6 meter, and AB is the combination of AD plus DB, which is 6 meter. And the AD length also they have given you. AD length they have given you as a 2.54 meter. 2.54 plus DB is equals to 6 meter. So the length of DB is nothing but 6 meter minus 2.54 meter. Suppose 2.54 is 3. So 6 minus 3 is 3. 0.54 is 0.46 less than the 1. So 0, instead of 0 it will come 0.46 meter. So the length of DB you got 3.46 meter. So this length is 3.46 meter. Now we know this triangle. You know one known angle 60 degree, one side we know, and this we have to find. So opposite of this and opposite of 90. Opposite of 90 is hypotenuse, and opposite of elevated angle is perpendicular. Correct? Now we have to find this. So perpendicular and hypotenuse is related with which trigonometrical ratio? It is related with a sine theta is equals to P by H. So instead of theta I have 60 degree, so I can write sine 60 degree is equals to perpendicular, which is 3.46 meter, and hypotenuse is nothing but a length of ladder DC. That only I have to find. What is the value of sin 60? It is root 3 by 2 is equals to 3.46 meter by DC. Now, what is the next thing we can do? I have to do the cross multiplication, no other thing is possible. Now, if I am doing the cross multiplication, so DC will go this side, DC will be equals to 46 meter into 2 by root 3. Now, denominator is irrational, which is the difficult part, but we can see one more thing. It is given in a question, use root 3 as 1.73. So, instead of rationalizing, I am using that value as 1.73. Now, think about the situation. Can we cancel 3.46 with 1.73, guys? Think. Yes. 1.73 into 2. 2 into 3, 6, 2, 7, 14. 2 and 2 plus 1, 3. 3.46 meters. So, 2 cross 2. It means the length of ladder length is nothing but 4 meter. See how nicely this we are doing. This is very easy concept if you are remembering how to relate trigonometrical identity, how to relate angle, how to relate the ratio with a side, angle with a side, everything. Now, let's go to the next part of this. Till now we have solved all short answer question, very short answer questions, and the MCQ part. Now the 5 marker questions. 5 marker question comes under the long answer type question in CBSE, and 100% chances is there this year also you are going to get a 5 marker question, because always from the trigonometry is the one of the part, always you are going to get a 5 marker. Let's read the question, but the 5 marker needs a very good understanding of the topic, because with that understanding first you have to draw the perfect diagram, then only you can solve the 5 marker. Read the question twice. If you are not understanding once, please read the question twice, thrice. What they have written, I am reading for you, you also read it. From the top of a tower 100 meter high. So it means read one line and draw the diagram first. There is a tower. So this is your tower. I am writing also. The same way you are going to write in your examination also. From the top of a tower which is 100 meter high. So this part is the top of tower, which is 100 meter high. A man observed 2 cars, means at the top one man is there, and this man is observing 2 cars on opposite side. Observing 2 cars on the opposite side means what? Opposite side means one he is observing this side, another he is observing this side. Correct? Now, how he is observing? So there should be a base which connects the car position with this. This line little bit tilted is there, we can make it straight. So this line will go like this. Now, this is your 90 degree, this will be 2 angles between the car 1 and car 2. Now, this is your point. Now, from the top, what it is written in the third line, with angle of depression 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. So it means there is a depression angle. So first I need a reference line for a depression angle, reference line. Since 2 side he is observing, so 2 side reference line we need, 2 depression angle we need. One depression angle they have given as 30 degree and the another depression angle they have given as 45 degree. Now, find the distance between the 2 cars. It means they are asking about the length. This length they are asking. So, first can we name it something? Just name it first. This point A, this point as B, this point as C, this point as D. It means what we have to find? To find is the length of C to B to D. It is B to D. This length we are going to find. Name it this as B to C also. So, first This is 30 degree. Which other angle will be a 30 degree? A depression angle I am converting into the elevated angle. A depression angle I am converting into elevated angle. Now, so this angle is nothing but a 30 degree. Same way a 45 degree angle, this will be a 45 degree. Now quickly we are going to solve. So I am taking a two triangles. First, in triangle, first one ACB. At the same time parallelly I am taking the another triangle also. In triangle ACD. Can we see that this value we know, suppose this is x and this is y. So what will happen here? We know the tower height, we need the base. Height by base is nothing but a tan 30. So tan 30 degree is equals to 100 meter by x. So x will be 100 meter by tan 30. Now what is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. So x is equals to 100 meter divided by 1 by root 3. Root 3 will go up and the value of x we are going to get as 100 root 3 meter. It means one side car length till the tower we got. Another side car and the tower, in between their distance we have to find. Let's do the same thing this side also. This time it is tan 45 degree, which is 100 meter by y. So tan 45 is 1 is equals to 100 meter by y. So on cross multiplication the y value we got as 100 meter. So both value we got, this as 100 root 3 and this as 100 meter. What is the total distance? So total distance is the addition of both. So total distance is nothing but B to D and BD is nothing but B to C plus C to D, which is BD is equals to 100 root 3 plus 100. You can see 100 is common in both. Root 3 plus 1 meter. This is your final answer. Now, one catch is there. Final answer we got as root 3 plus 1. But maybe this is possible that instead of root 3 in a question they have given use root 3 as 1.732. So if they have mentioned, so 1.732 plus 1 is 2.732 and 2.732 into 100 is 273.2. That should be your final answer. Since here they have not given that part, so we can utilize, we can leave like this also, root 3 plus 1. No issue with that part. We can see, have you all understood this part? Just check it. Go through once. 5 marker question, it will take max to max 4 to 5 minutes, not more than that. It will not take that also, if you know how to draw the diagram perfectly. Reading is more important in this, more than solving, if you know very well how to read it. Now, let's see another 5 marker question. The top of two towers of height x and y standing on the level ground subtend angle of 30 degree and 60 degree respectively at the center of the line joining their feet. What is the meaning of this line, at the center, line joining their feet? What is the meaning of this? At the center, line joining their feet. It means the top of two towers of height x and y. So let us suppose there is one tower and another tower here. This is tower AB and this is tower CD. So the length of tower AB they have given as x. So this is x. A length of tower AB they have given as y. Now AB I have taken as y and CD I have taken as x. Standing on the level ground. Standing on the same level of the ground. Correct? So they are making 90 degree here first. What is next thing? This is the top of smaller tower. This is the top of bigger tower. Longer tower. Subtend angle of 30 degree and 60 degree respectively at the center. This word is very important. Otherwise you are going to miss this question in the examination. At the center of line. If a line is given to you and they are talking about the center of a line, it means what they are talking about. It is just the middle point, the midpoint of the line BD. Midpoint, center, I am taking it as, suppose A, B, C, D, this as E. Center. Now it means from the point C it is joining here, from the point A it is joining here. And what angle they are making? The angle with the first, that is 30 degree, and the angle with the second, that is 60 degree. Correct? And what else they have given? This is the center. It means if this is K, this is also K distance. Correct? Now let's solve the value of how to find the value of x is to y. What we have to find? To find, they have given ratio from x is to y, means x by y we have to solve it. X is in one triangle and y is in another triangle. So the first case I am going for in triangle CDE. Again this is perpendicular, this is base, so I will go with 10. Tan 30 is equals to x by k. So the value of x, what I am getting, it is k times tan 30, and tan 30 is 1 by root 3, so k by root 3 is equals to x. This is the value of x I got. What is the value of y I am going to get? Let's see the second part. Second part is in triangle ABE. If you will see ABE, again I can use tan 60 degree is equals to y by k, and the y value I got as k tan 60. So y is tan 60 is root 3, so I got root 3k. Now I have the value of x and y. Can't we find the ratio between x and y? What is the ratio between x and y? So ratio is equals to x by y. X value is how much? K by root 3. K by root 3, and y value is root 3k. Root 3 into k. This 2k will get cancelled. Root 3 will go down. It will be 1 upon root 3 into root 3. So your answer should be what? Answer should be 1 by 3. So the ratio you got as x is to y is nothing but 1 is to 3. This is the ratio. This was CBSE 2015 question, guys. It's very easy if you know how to draw the diagram. If you are not able to draw the diagram, then it may be difficult for you to get an answer at the first step. Definitely you are going to take more than 2 to 3 minutes or 4 minutes if you don't know the diagram part. Can we switch to the next question, guys? Let's see the next. Total 19 question I have kept. So last 2 question I have kept for you so that you should solve. I can help you. Let's see first these 2 questions, then we will go for that part. First read this question number 16. There are 2 poles, one each on the either bank of a river just opposite to each other. One pole is 60 meters high from the top of this pole, and angle of depression of the top and foot of the other pole are 30 degree respectively. Find the width of the river. So if you have read the question, take a pause of 1 minute and draw the diagram. Let's see who will draw the diagram first. Okay, I will also try, you also try. There are 2 poles, one on each either side of the bank of a river. So suppose there are 2 poles, one pole is 60 meters high and the other is 60 meters high. So this is 60 meters high pole. From the top they are telling the angle of depression of top and foot of the other 2 poles. So suppose this and this are the 2 points. Angle of depression 30 degree and 60 degree. This is one angle, this is another angle, and there is a line between these 2. What is the depression angle they are making? Can you see the first depression angle is 30 degree. This is also 30 degree by alternate interior angle. This is 60 degree and this is also 60 degree. Find the width of the river and height of the other pole. But directly doing this, can you solve it by this point? Because they said the height of the pole also they want. Height of the pole. There are 2 poles, one each on either side of the bank. So it means if this pole is like this, so go with this angle and now. Now think what to do next. Two poles, I have taken first pole as AB, second pole as CD. Now one each on either bank of a river just opposite to each other. Different poles are there. One pole is 60 meter high and the other we don't know. So this diagram is not perfectly correct because 60 meter high we have taken here. Can we remove this part again? Let's draw the diagram again. Let's see this part. So one pole I have taken as 60 meter. Another pole I don't know only. From the top of this pole, one pole is 60. So from the top of this pole, the depression of the top and foot of the tower. So let's draw this perfectly first. I am increasing the length because I need a depression, so I need a height of a pole. This is the overall pole. And this is the second pole. Second pole I am drawing here. This is the top of second pole. This is the top of one pole whose height we know. This is the foot of that pole. This is the foot of another pole where we have to find the height. Now, read the question and draw accordingly. From the top of the pole whose height is 60 meter, the angle of depression of top, and foot. So this should be the figure. Now join these two first. After joining these two, draw a straight line. So this, name it as A, B, C, this point as D and this point as E. Directly if you will switch to the diagram without reading, same case will happen what we have done in the previous. We have drawn two sides, opposite side, and that was wrong. Because we have not read the question properly, this part of the question. So you have to read it properly, otherwise you are going to misunderstood that part and you will result in a wrong answer. So angle of depression they said 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. So guys, please don't directly write 30 and 60. If you are writing directly 30 and 60, answer you will get correct. But the method, the steps is wrong. First you should show which angle is 30. So this angle is 30 degree, means this angle is 30 degree by the property of alternate interior angle. And the second one is this angle is 60 degree. If this is 60, so lower part of the angle is 60, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. Now can you see there are two right angle triangle, one with ECB and EDA. So in both right angle triangle, what we have to do? Find the width of the river. Width of the river means length of BC, and the height of the pole, it means length of AB. So two things we have to find. Both things I am taking, one as X, one as Y. So the length I am considering as X and the breadth I am considering as a Y, that is the width. So two triangle I am making. Let's see. First one. In triangle ADE. If I am taking ADE and I am applying, if this is Y guys, so this part is also Y. If this is X, this part is also X. And what is this value? E to D. Total length is 60 meter. So E to D length will be what? 60 minus X meter. Because the total length is 60 meter. Correct? Now take AD and solve accordingly. Generate a relationship between X and Y. What relation we are getting? I can write 1030 in AD is equals to ED by AD. ED is 60 minus X and AD is Y. What is 1030? 1030 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is 60 minus X upon Y. So what is the value of Y I am getting? Y is equals to root 3 times 60 minus X. This is the first equation which I have generated from the smaller triangle at the top, ED and A. The second triangle, a bigger triangle having an elevated angle of 60 degree. Which triangle? What is the name of that triangle? In triangle ECB or BCE. Here the angle is 60 degree, I can use tan 60. Tan 60 is equals to P by B. Since the P is whole length of EC, which is 60 meter, and perpendicular by base, base is Y. So Y is nothing but 60 by tan 60. And what is tan 60 value, guys? Tan 60 is, this was Y, this was 60. So Y is equals to 60 divided by root 3. You got Y as 60 divided by root 3. But anything, if you are finding the width or a length or a distance, this should be a proper number. This is an irrational number whose denominator is irrational. Number irrational is possible. If denominator is irrational, please rationalize to get the rational answer. Rational denominator. You will get 60 root 3 by 3 meter. If you will rationalize, so Y is equals to 20 root 3 meter. So it means we got the width. Width we got as 20 root 3 meter as width. Can you say this part? Now the next part is remaining as width we got, height is remaining, width done. What is height then? Height was the x value. So here we have created an equation where y equals to this. Put the value of y as 20 root 3 divided by root 3 is equals to 60 minus x. Root 3 and root 3 gone. Remaining is 20 equals to 60 minus x. Bring x on the left hand side. So the x is equals to 60 minus 20, which is nothing but a 40 meter. So we got the length of x as 40 meter. That is done. Find the width and the height. So width is 20 root 3 meter. So width is 20 root 3 meter and height is 40 meter. This should be your answer. For this type of, this is a long answer type question, definitely it will take your time. So first be calm while attempting the question and draw the diagram perfectly, then jump off the answers. Is it fine for you? Okay. Now some more question is remaining. Let's see. 17th, how many questions are there? 2 more questions are there. So 17th is, a boy is standing on a horizontal plane, finds a bird flying at a distance of 100 meter from him at an elevation of 30 degree. So read one line and try to understand that what kind of diagram you are going to get. If you are able to draw the diagram perfectly, then again this question will become easy. Even if it is a 5 marker, you can solve in 2 minutes. A boy standing on a horizontal plane, find a bird flying at a distance of 100 meter. So this is your horizontal plane. A boy is standing. Find that at a distance of 100 meter from him, one bird is flying. So 100 meter, this should be your 100 meter. There is one bird which is flying. Okay. Now which angle of elevation? Angle of elevation they have given as 30 degree. Can we see this? I can drop a perpendicular. It will form a right angle triangle. Now a girl is standing on the roof of 20 meter high building. Find the angle of elevation of the same from the bird to be 45 degree. The boy and the girl are on the opposite side. Again we got something very important. The boy and the girl are on the opposite side of the bird. This bird is there, one side boy, so other side should be the girl. So being the other side, what we have to do, first stretch this line, and a girl is standing on the roof of 20 meter high building. It means there should be a 20 meter high building first. This is a 20 meter high building. So this will be the top of the building. So from the top, if a girl is observing the bird, that observation is at an elevation of how much? 45 degree. So this question will be little tricky for you. You have to find the keyword that the boy and the girl are standing on the opposite side. One is on the left and one is on the right. So here is the girl. Now what else they have given? Find the distance of the bird from the girl. It means we have to find this distance. This is the finding part. How to find this? Since this is at 90 degree. So to get this value, we need at least one of the length. Without having the length, we can't solve this question. So can we read this question again once? A boy standing on a horizontal plane finds a bird flying at a distance of 100 meter. So this length we know. Angle of elevation we know. And a girl is standing on the roof of 20-meter high building. If this is 20 meter, this should also be 20 meter. Okay. So let's solve first this question. Give the name A, B, C, D and E. So let's take the first triangle as in triangle A, B and C. If you are taking a first triangle as A, B and C, in this triangle, this length, BC length, do they have given the BC length? No. Which length we know? So first a small figure you should draw to keep in your mind that this was 30 degree and this length is 100 meter, and if this length I don't know only. This was A, this was B and this was C. So if to know this length, this is a perpendicular for you and this is a hypotenuse. So I can apply sine 30 degree is equals to AB by AC. Sine 30 is 1 by 2 into AC is equals to AB. Can you see the length of AC they have given as 100 meter. So 1 by 2 into 100 is 50 meter. You are getting a length of AB as 50 meter. If this 50 is not clear to you, you can write it again as 50 meter properly. Now, if the total length of AB is 50 meters, since AB is the combination of this one, name it as F, AF plus FB. AB we got as 50 meter, AF distance we don't know, FB they have given as 20 meter. So we can easily find the length of AF as 50 minus 20, which is 30 meter is the length of AF. It means this length we got as 30 meter. Can you see now we have a very small triangle, a triangle named as AFE. And in this triangle we can see it look like this, which is AF 45, 90, E. This length AE is the length of a girl, a distance of girl from the bird, and AF was 30 meter. So how to find this? Again we can see this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. So we are going to apply sine 45. Sine 45 is 30 meter by AE. So AE will be 30 by sine 45 degree. Sine 45 is nothing but 1 by root 2. So AE length will be nothing but 30 divided by 1 by root 2. That root 2 will go up, it will become 30 root 2 meter. Is it easy? Little time taking, but easy question by which you can get easily 5 marker. But the diagram approach is very important in 5 marker. So 5 marker questions will be result in like a keyword you have to find it, that boy and girl are standing on the opposite side or on the same side. What is the value of root 2? Can you see this question is incomplete till now? Why? Because root 2 a value also they have given us. So it means we can't leave this question. So we should write 30 into 1.414. If you will multiply, what you will get? 0 will come, 3 4 12, 3 1 3 4, 3 4 12 and 3 1 3 plus 4. Decimal is there. So you will get 42.420 meter. Multiplication is yours, just check it, 3 4 12 and 3 1 3 plus 1. Just a minute, 0. Correct. Just a minute, this part. You can rub this part and multiply again. 0 will come, 3 into 4 will result in 12, 1 carry, 3 1 3 plus 1, that is 4. Then 3 4 again 12, 1 carry, 3 1 3 and 4. Same answer is coming, that was correct only, 42.420 meter. Now let's see the next question. Okay, this was CBSE 2019. During the COVID year they have asked such question. Now let me arrange the screen first. This was CBSE 2019 question. The question is, the angle of elevation of an aeroplane from a point on the ground is 60 degree. After a flight of 30 seconds, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. It means what? Angle of elevation of an aeroplane. First draw the diagram perfectly. So there is one aeroplane first. Suppose this is an aeroplane. And the angle of elevation on the ground. So if this is an aeroplane, so there will be a height of an aeroplane from the ground, and since the angle of elevation on the ground, so I am drawing an 60 degree. This part is done till the first full stop. Second, after a flight of 30 seconds. So it means first 30 seconds that flight, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree. So from here, this was the ground position, suppose A, this is B, and this is point C. So after a flight of 30 seconds, somewhere 30 seconds they went, what we got, the angle of elevation changes to 30 degree instead of 60 degree. So somewhere here it came, and the angle of elevation changes to 60 degree. Just a minute. Okay. Now, if the aeroplane is flying at a constant speed, so if that angle of elevation is changing at the same time aeroplane is going somewhere, it traveled for 30 seconds. Now the new position of the aeroplane is here, and this time your angle of elevation become 30 degree. So angle of elevation this time it will become 30 degree. So this angle is 30 degree this time. Is it anything happening to the height of aeroplane from the ground, guys? A, B, C, this is point D, this is point E. You can see the height remains same, and I think they have given the height value also, flying at a constant height of 3600 root 3 meter. So this is 3600 root 3 meter. This total length is also 3600 root 3 meter. What they are asking? Find the speed of plane in kilometer per hour. So that part we will solve at the end, but before that first we should find the speed of the plane, for 30 seconds. So first case. Now first look at this part. Which triangle I am talking about? Triangle ABC. If ABC is a triangle, so in ABC you can observe this is 60 degree, and this part we don't know, A to B, and C value we know as 3600 root 3 meter. So if you want to find the AB length, so I can write 1060 is equals to 3600 root 3 meter by AB, because perpendicular by base. So if you want to find 1060 is root 3 is equals to 3600 root 3 meter by AB. So the length of AB what I am going to get is equals to 3600 root 3 by root 3. Gone. AB is nothing but 3600 meter. So we got the length as 3600 meter. Now what is the next thing? Next thing is, after this the aeroplane traveled for 30 seconds. So whatever distance that aeroplane is traveling, at that time I have to find the speed. So what distance? For speed is equals to, what is the formula for speed? Speed is equals to distance upon time. Speed and time both are inversely proportional to each other. So first I should know the distance also, that how much distance this aeroplane is traveling. This distance will same as this distance. So it means the bigger triangle I have to choose first. Which triangle? First I have to go for in triangle ADE. Quickly I will write 1030 is equals to, height remains same. Suppose this length I am taking it as x. So 3600 root 3 upon 3600 plus x. Now tan 30 is 1 by root 3. If I will cross multiply, it will become 3600 plus x is equals to 3600 into 3. Now the value of x, what I am going to get, 3600 will be common, 3 minus 1. Because when you will switch 3600 that side, it will come in negative, and 3600 is common. So the x value I am getting as 2 times 3600, that is nothing but 7200 meter. So the value of x I got 7200 meter. Now during this distance only that plane travel for 30 seconds. So apply this speed formula. Speed is equals to distance I am covering 7200 meter and time I am taking 30 seconds. So 0 and 0 cancel. 720 meter per second divided by 3. This we got as a meter per second. But the question is, they have asked in kilometer per hour. So kilometer per hour, just multiply by 18 by 5. So if you will multiply, what you will get in 3 table, you will get 3 2 6, 3 4 12 and 0. 240 into 18 by 5. So 5 1 5, 5 4 20, 5 8 40. 48 into 18 kilometer per hour. You can multiply and leave your answer like that. Till here also your answer is perfectly correct. So if you are leaving this part also, half marks will be deducted. Why? Because they have asked answer in kilometer per hour instead of meter per second. So you can leave till here. You can go one more further step for 30 seconds. So guys, let's check for the last question for the session. So before this last question, I want to tell something that, see, trigonometry, if you have seen this overall video, you can see that it is taking a time also. We did MCQ part, we did very short answer question, we did short answer question, then we are jumping to the last part of the long answer question. More than 6 long answer question we have solved within the span of 40 to 50 minutes. Let's read this question, then I want to discuss something, but before jumping to that, we will solve this. From a point on the bridge across a river, the angle of depression of the bank on opposite side of the rivers are 30 and 45. If the bridge at a height of 3 meters from the bank, then find the width of the river. So this question, it is similar to the question which we have solved just last second question which we have solved, if you can remember, that from a point on the bridge. So suppose this is a bridge, a point on the bridge across the river, depression of the bank on opposite side of the river. There is a depression on the bank on opposite side of the river. So this is a depression reference line. Reference line for depression angle, and this is the actual base. This is the actual base. Now we can see the one of the depression angle is 30 degree, another is 45 degree. So by AIA property, alternate interior angle, I converted depression into elevation part. Now suppose this point is A, this is D, this is B, this is C. Naming of the vertex is very important because you have to solve question on the basis of that. One more thing they have given, bridge height is 3 meter. It means this is the bridge. This A to D, that they have given as 3 meter length. So find the width of the river. It means again they are asking, suppose this I am taking it as x and this as y. So they are asking the length as x plus y. So to find what we are going to find, we are going to find the length of B to C, which is nothing but x plus y. So if I am able to find x and y separately, at the end I will add to get the answer. So for first x part, I am going to choose a triangle names ADB, and for the y part I am going to choose ADC. You can see again I will apply tan 30 degree is equals to 3 by x. Here I am going to apply tan 60 degree or 45 they have given. They have given us 45. So tan 45 degree is equals to 3 by y. Tan 45 is 1, So 3 by y, so y value you got as 3 meter. So this I got as 3 meter. Let's go for x. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equals to 3 by x. So the x is equals to 3 root 3 meter. So this also we got as 3 root 3 meter. Now if I am going to add this, what should be my answer? So the length of BC which is the width. So the width between that river is x plus y, which is 3 root 3 plus 3 overall meter. So we got that width is 3 root 3 plus 3 meter. We can see that 3 is common. So if I will take 3 common, it is root 3 plus 1 meter should be your final answer. Since this will be a final answer, why? Because root 3 value is not mentioned in the questions. So that's all. Till here we have finished this all 19th question and some sub question also. So overall we have finished 25 to 26 question. Correct. Now we can see the next part as here all our MCQ, very short question, short answer question and the long answer question, or 4 types of questions we have covered. So thank you students. And one more thing for you people, before going to the board examinations, first make some timetable how you are going to prepare last 1 month. This is the last 1 month running. Today is 22-23 and from 15th your examination is going to start, and the math examination is around 15th to 18th of March. So you have almost 1 month for math examinations. Prepare well, organize your PDF content, whatever it is. Look at this video if it will be helpful for you, how to attempt the trigonometry question, application of trigonometries, and overall. Best of luck for the upcoming examinations. Thank you.